What's up guys? Welcome back. This is our first video. Without wasting any time, let's get started. Open up the terminal, right click on the desktop and click on open in terminal. Let me increase the font size. We go into preferences, I guess. This is basically the profile and custom font. Use the size. Okay, good. Yes. Alright, so what is this screen? This is the terminal. So it is running the bash shell. So what is bash shell? Bash is a kind of shell. Then you might ask, what is shell? Shell is a way to interact with the operating system using commands. So let's get started, and here is our first command, pwd. This is basically a command, a keyword. Pwd stands for present working directory. So if you type pwd and hit enter, in Linux, the structure of the file system is kind of different from what we generally see on Windows operating system. So on Windows, you might see something like this. Okay, right? In Windows, you see something like this. In Linux, the file convention is slightly different. So we have the concept of root directory. So what is root directory? So let's type our another command, cd. cd stands for change directory. So if you type cd and forward slash, one thing more, you might notice that in Windows we generally use the backward slash, this one. But in case of Linux, we generally use this. So if you type cd, which stands for change directory, and simply the slash, forward slash, and hit enter. What happened? One difference that it was saying desktop and now it is saying slash. So the terminal is trying to tell us that previously we were in this directory, desktop directory, and now we are in this directory. So what is this directory? This is the root directory. So if you enter pwd, it will say slash, you are in slash. So what is slash? The slash is the root directory. So our third command, ls. What is ls? ls is list. So it will simply print all the directories and files present in your present working directory. So if you type ls, it will list all the folders and the files present in the root directory. So what if I want to enter a folder? So we are in the root folder, so these are the possible directories which we can change or which we can go into directly. So if we type cd space and let's say we would like to enter the bin folder, okay, so simply cd space the name of the folder. If you enter, you can see that slash bin. So slash means root. So we are in root directory, and after root what is written? After root bin is written. So we are in the bin directory which is in the root directory. So if you type ls, it has got bunch of files. All these are system files. If you mess up or if you delete any of the system file, your system operating system will have issues. So be careful and don't do random stuff on the terminal. So our next command is clear. So if you type clear and hit enter, all the text will be omitted on the terminal and you will have a blank and brand new screen. So again, next thing, if you type cd, just cd and hit enter, so you will go directly to your home directory. So if you type pwd, this is your home directory, home, and then the username. So this is the home directory. Basically, if you use cd, you have to write cd space whatever the path you want to go in. So we are directly inside the bin folder in the root directory. So let's say I want to go back just one step backward in the directory. So if you type cd space double dot, so double dot stands for the previous directory. So if you type cd double dot, we are directly one step back, so we are directly in the root folder. And the single dot, the period stands for the present directory. So just a redundant command. If you type cd space dot, it won't do anything because you are saying change directory and then giving the same directory which you are present in. So it is a redundant command, but for concept building I am telling you this. So let's clear out the screen and let's go to our home directory. So in the home directory you have all these folders, all these directories, and if you would like to make your own folder, the next command in the list. So if you would like to make your own folder, mkdir, make directory space whatever the name of your folder. So if you would like to create one folder and you would like to create another folder, test2, hit enter. So what just happened is the make directory command created two empty folders. So it created two new folders with the name test and test2. If you type ls list, you will see both the folders has been created. What if I would like to remove the folder or delete the folder? So rmdir. So what is rmdir? Rm remove dir directory, remove directory. So we will specify rmdir space test space test2, or let's leave test2 for now. I will explain one more thing later. So rmdir test ls. So the test folder is not present now. Let's create a file inside the test2 folder. So to create a file, our next command, to create our file, we will type touch test and the name of the file. So let's say file. That's it. So what just happened, if you type ls, nothing over here, as you can see, I defined the path of the file to be test2. So it means inside the test2 directory, create a file named file. I haven't defined any extension because it is not needed right now. So if you want to cross check, so what you can do, you can simply change the directory cd ls. So here is our file. Okay, cd double dot to go back, and now what we will do, we will try to delete the test2 folder. Okay, so now we are failing to delete the folder. What is say fail to remove test2 directory is not empty. So you mean to say that I have to go into the test2 folder and delete all the files and go through all the hassle? So here is one file, so it might be easy, but let's suppose that a folder is containing or a directory is containing thousands of files. So you will have to firstly delete thousands of files and then you will have to delete the directory. So no, it is not really needed. What you can do is use the rm command, but not rmdir, rm hyphen or the option rf and then test2. So okay, so let's break down this command and let's see what it is trying to do. Rm command stands for remove. Then what does this stand for? The hyphen rf. The hyphen is basically the options, or you can say the mode in which the command will run. So this hyphen r stands for the recursive function and the f stands for forced. It will recursively run the command as long as there is the folder is empty, and then it will delete that folder. So if you hit enter, so what it did, that firstly it deleted all the files inside. Right now it happens to be just one file, but let's suppose it this folder test2 has thousands of files, so it will delete all the thousands of files one by one, and then when test2 folder is finally empty, it will delete the test2 folder. So all the things which you had to do manually now can be done with the help of a single command. So let's clear the screen. One more thing, make another directory, test cd test ls. Okay, so you type touch and file. So it is just creating an empty file. So what if I would like to create a file and write something on it? There are basically two most famous text editor for the terminal, Nano and vi. As of now, let's see Nano file 2. You hit enter. Okay, so now we have a text editor inside the terminal, whatever you write. So let's say hello world. Now if you see at the bottom, it says bunch of things. This sign, the up arrow kind of thing, stands for the control. So if you press control X, it will exit, and then it will ask you to save the buffer. So if you have to press Y, and then you have the file name. We chose file name to be file2. Hit enter, and now ls. This file is empty because we use touch, and this file is not empty. So our next command in the list is cat concatenate. So if you type cat file2, hit enter. Okay, so our the text file or the content of the text file is printed on the screen. So what does cat do? Cat will print out the content inside a text file onto your terminal window. If you hit cat file, because it is an empty file, nothing will be printed. But what if you wanna add something into that empty file? Simply type nano and file, hit enter, and let's see whatever, and control X, Y, enter, and simply cat file. Okay, so now our empty file is not empty anymore. It's clear. ls. Okay, so these two files. What if I would like to delete rm, same rf, because there is no harm. Even if you don't write rf, it will work. See, but even if you write rmrf, nothing wrong in that. So why don't we keep it simple and use the same command for all the purpose? Even if it is not recursive, there is no problem in using the duck rf function. So hit enter, and both the files are deleted. cd double dot to go back, rmdir. Why? Because our test folder is empty, so it will work. As you can see, no error, clear, ls. So these are the basics for the first video, guys. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.